school pleasure? Huh? Got all your school pleasure?
What?
Got all your school supplies? Got your books? No. Got your pencil?
I didn't get nothing like.
You didn't get anything last year?
No.
You didn't get
I'm gonna get it like if they ask for it right now, I'm gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wanna get something that I'm gonna use.
That's true. But you got a pencil and paper, right?
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
I do.
That's all you got on the first day of school. Pencil and paper. Is your sister in high school yet?
Huh?
Is your sister, does she go to school yet?
My older sister, yeah, she goes to CCC.
Oh, she's CCC. Oh, yeah, she's older.
Then after that, she went to
You see it?
yeah, you see it.
Alright, cool. I got one of these right here, and you are sitting in C number 10. Number 10. He's taking physics and shit. He's a bigger school. So he's gonna have a pretty good time. Hey, did you play football? Yeah. You on varsity? Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he went to another school.
To another school.
Yeah, he went to another school.
So who got her class?
You said what?
Who got her class?
She was traveling. She was a traveling teacher.
Oh, well.
So we go to one classroom. Thank you very much. That's your response. Every day at school, I'm doing anything bad. last year? You guys were undefeated last year. This, I will tell you guys, this is for several couple different purposes. Whatever you don't want to move. How's it going, Sean? Samuel? Yep. Nice to meet you, Mr. H. So you are sitting. You're 27. Lee Campbell, nice to meet you, Mr. H. Campbell, so you're sitting 23.
You were in honors, man. I was in honors. I played clarinet. Yeah. You not in band anymore? No. Are you? Did you do it in high school? Yeah, I did. I tried it. I quit before the year started. I did the whole camp. That's quit. Oh yeah. You know, like camp for what? I just wanted to see how it was, and it's way too much time. Yeah, right. It takes way too much time. And it was from like, I was during competition year 2, it was like 9 to 9. And the day was just crazy. Yeah. What about you? Like, you heard it was hard. It was because my sister did baseball for 4 years in high school. I see how like she'd go to 9 and not come back till late. Yeah, my brother did so too. Yeah. I didn't want to do that. Yeah. And we know left. So did yeah, Mrs. Brown, Howard, Al, and Mrs. Brown. Yeah, Miss Howard. They left. Dude, they were great. They were. They're the reason I like band. They were the best, probably. Yeah, they were great. And then they left. Yeah. Y'all did? I'm glad we left like when they came. Yeah, y'all are lucky. Yeah, she said we're like the best band. Y'all are great. Yeah, almost everybody went to like all 7 years. Yeah, dude. Who's like that? Y'all like, we had these 2 guys. One, he was an actual band from Memphis. Oh, the 2 guys? Yeah. And he's just done a system. He was pretty cool. He was actually good. Like, the actual band, he was never there. I think he came. He was old.
Can you pass this out to everyone?
He just ended up quitting because he was never there.
Hey guys, if that's not a quiz, don't start on your gets, alright?
Quit this one lady. Terrible. That's how it would always be, man. It just got hardly.
Mr. Brian, hello.
They gave me all.
Yes, and then one other. What's your last name? So Woods, you are sitting in seat number 2. And have a quiz, we'll start in about 7 seconds. Yeah.
No, he like bounced off something. And then somebody posted it, so everybody saw it. I'm pretty sure it was like 5 or something. Probably the council, so that's what also the
Good morning, first period teachers. The students are being directed to follow their new white schedule to your class. If there is something wrong with their schedule, you should have received some counselor request forms for them to fill out that also will allow them to put the issue on that form. And if you will let them fill those out and turn those into the counseling office for them, we would appreciate it very much. All students need to follow their white schedule and go to class. They should not be going to the counseling office unless they have no first period on their schedule.
just
If you are in the Fire Academy program at Sam Houston, once you pick up your schedule, would you come to the front office to see Ms. Pride, please? Fire Academy students, once you get your schedule, come to the front office to see Ms. Pride.
Alright guys, you guys should have a white schedule. If you don't have a white schedule, you're going to have to go back into the council room or downstairs to the students. So make sure you have a white schedule.
Yeah.
It's the same. So once again, just make sure you guys have a white schedule. Everybody should have a white schedule. That's Okay. Okay, vote. No, is vote here? That's it. You're number 6, and you got a place over there. Alright, I want you guys to go ahead and take a look at the quiz you guys have on your desk. Everyone should have a quiz. So, no calculators, and I want you guys to go ahead and begin that quiz on the calculators. You guys have 10 minutes. talk to your counselor.
Yeah, I can talk to my counselor.
Yeah, you'll talk to
Do I sit here or what? Or do I go down there?
Yeah, go ahead and talk to her first, and then come back.
All right.
Teachers, just another reminder, if students have an issue with their schedule, please let them fill out the request to see the counselor that was in your box this morning, collect those for them, and turn them into the counseling office. The counselors will call for them or make changes and get their schedules to them at a later time.
Last name. You were sitting in seat number 22, please. Go ahead and start. Go ahead. 16 is good. As long as you start first. 22.
Teachers, students, pardon for this interruption again. Teachers, please do not send the students down to the counseling office with the schedule change form. If you will please collect those and turn those in for the students. We will have a box outside the counseling office to drop those in. Also, teachers, just want to remind you that we're doing a head count second period, so hopefully you have got your belongings and information out of your box this morning. If you haven't, please do that this period so you will have your head count form next period when we do our official head count for today. Thank you.
You don't have to pass. Yeah.
No, like a form, like for the counselor's office.
I don't have those yet.
No?
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just raise it up.
That's fine.
Okay, where do I sit?
So you were sitting in. Actually, you know what? I don't have you on this list. What you do is actually go over to Miss Mackey's class. We're doing the same thing.
What is that?
She's over.
Okay.
So,
Just what I
yeah. I don't know.
Students, if you have dual credit, you need to go ahead and go to T11 and T12. There is someone in there for you. If you have a dual credit class, go ahead and go to the T11, T12, whatever your schedule says. There is someone in there for you today. Thank you.
Okay, when you guys get finished, just fill out your quiz, turn it over. So what?
Does that mean if you have it anytime or just this period?
If you have it this period. Yeah, when you guys are finished, turn the quiz over. You guys have 4 minutes. Alright guys, quick roll check. We'll just look up the roll here. Someone will say here when I call your guys' name. Okay, Nicholas Ailey. Alcaraz. Linus. Sarah. Alex. Okay, Fulgen. Argus. Avius. Jimenez. Adriana Martinez. Okay, Maxwell Ortiz. Here. Phillips. Woods. And Elizabeth Yoni. Alright guys, so on the top of your guys' quizzes, I want you guys, the top right corner, I want you guys to put from 1 to 10 how difficult this quiz was. So from 1 to 10, go ahead and write down how difficult this quiz was, and go ahead and circle that. Make sure you guys have your name, the dates, top of this quiz, and when you guys get done with that, I want you guys to pass it forward. Okay, Okay, everybody should have a syllabus on their desk already. You should also have 3 yellow tickets. I handed that to you guys when you guys came in. I'll explain to you guys what those 3 yellow tickets are. Alright, so with the 3 yellow tickets, they're very important. Don't lose them. You guys get 3 every 6 weeks. And I'm going to tell you guys more about that here in a second. Okay, so first of all, this is chemistry. My name is Mr. Rivali. You guys can call me Mr. H. A little about myself. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas, and I'm from there. And lived there until I was about, until I graduated from high school. And I came down to Arlington, Texas for my degree in chemistry. So the reason why I became a teacher is because I love teaching. It's one of my passions. I really enjoy it. So you guys will have lots of fun in this class. Alright, so a couple of things I want you guys to know. Every day we go through the same routine. My class is about routines and procedures. First thing I'm going to do whenever you guys walk into my class, I'm going to check for your ID and your dress code. So be sure you have your ID and your dress code. Today, you guys don't have your IDs because I know that a lot of you guys are getting yours printed out. So just be sure that you guys do have your IDs next time around. So if you guys don't, you got to write your referral. Okay, food. There's no food or drinks in this classroom. If you guys want to bring water, that's fine, but it has to be in a closed container. I don't want to see open fountain drinks or anything like that. No drinks, no food except water in a closed container. Okay, every day you guys are going to have a quiz that is going to be right over here in this black tray. So as soon as you guys walk in the door, you guys are just going to do the quiz and grab your assigned seat. The seat that you guys are in right now is going to be your assigned seat for the first 3 weeks of class, then I'm going to switch it around. So you guys are all going to have an assigned seat, but I'm going to switch it around. Okay, also, so you guys have 10 minutes every day to complete the quiz. I have this little timer right here, it's a little egg timer. It's going to tell me basically 10 minutes, you guys have to take the quiz. You guys are late, you guys are going to get time knocked off to take that quiz, so just be here on time. Okay, you hold on to your quiz, so I ask you to pass it forward when you guys finish it. Okay, next, after the quiz, we will go over the schedule for the week. So over here on the board, you guys take a look up over here. This is the schedule for the week. So this will always be up. You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I will remind you guys every single day what's going to be due for today and on Wednesday and then on Friday. So just be sure that you guys take a look at that. It's going to be up there every single day, so I'll just remind you guys. Okay, also, next thing that we're going to do is go over the objectives for the day. We're going to go over the tax objectives, and then go over what you guys have to know and what you guys are going to learn for the day. So today, this is what we're doing. All we're doing is going to go over just classroom rules and procedures. Going to go over, we have an in-class assignment, and then you guys are going to have a homework assignment. They're really easy, so just don't trip over at that. Okay, so every single day you guys need to have a notebook and a pencil, a science composite notebook. You guys know what that looks like? So you guys know what that looks like? Last name? Martinez? Your own? Alright, I got my quiz. Just one on that. Okay, you're sitting in 24. So you're right back there. Okay, so you guys should always have a science composite notebook and a pencil to class, alright? So if you guys don't have this, you guys get points knocked off, alright? So basically, participation points, it is actually included in your notebook grade and pencil, so be sure you have both of those if you guys walk into the door. And I'm going to check for it every single day, so be sure you guys have it. Okay, next, we begin the lecture. So it's going to be on a PowerPoint. It's going to run anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, just depending on how in-depth the concepts are with chemistry. Okay, I'll tell you what to write down and how to write it. So on in your guys' notebook pages, you guys write down, take down notes from my class. It's going to look like this. This is the format that I want. Let's look at the preview here. Okay, you're going to have the name, your name, the topic. I'm going to have the topic here on the board, and I'll tell you what the topic is, just to remind you, the date, and the lecture. So, for example, if we had a lecture today, this would be lecture 1. Lecture on Wednesday would be lecture 2, and so forth. So that way, whenever I go over your guys' notes, I can just look at the number 1 and find it very easily and just check you off on that. Alright? So be sure you guys follow that format right there. Okay, next. And also, don't write down everything with lectures. I know a lot of students just write down every single thing. I will tell you what to write down. So you guys can feel free to summarize it how you'd like to, but I'll tell you exactly what you have to make a free grade on the class. Okay, after the lecture, we'll begin our in-class assignment. You guys have one every single day. It's going to be basically a review of what was on the lecture, and it's also going to be kind of touching bases on what was on the last class that we went over. Okay, so after you guys get done with the in-class assignments, we jump into a homework assignment. Don't be overwhelmed by all this work. I mean, it's gonna be work, but I'm gonna explain it to you guys. It should be pretty easy to understand. Okay, after homework assignments, we then jump into turning in the homework. I'll explain and assign you new homework assignments. And last 5 minutes of class is cleaning up. Lab stations must be cleaned as part of your lab grade. All right. Okay, so about grades. Grades, basically, I take up your notebooks every 2 weeks. So just be sure that you guys have your notebooks on hand every 2 weeks. I want to make sure that you guys have every single lecture down. If you guys don't, take out points. Lab grades. Lab grades are actually going to be, you guys are going to be in a group for your lab. I'm going to put you guys in a group. And that's also going to be based on how well you do the experiment, if your experiment succeeds, and also if you guys have a clean lab station when you're done. Alright? Okay, I will not discuss any grades during class time because we have a lot to do during class. So if you want to know what your grade is, come see me during lunch or after school. Also, those of you guys that aren't going to be doing so good in my class, those of you guys that are failing, I'm going to put your ID number up over here. So that way, every time you walk through the door, you'll be able to see if you're passing or not. So I'll just write it up in there. So that's just kind of a heads up. So don't, something that you guys didn't know or that you didn't get that heads up that you guys were failing my class. Alright, next. Okay, you will get 20% marked off all late work. So that means if you bring it a day late, 20% off. If you bring it two days late, 2 weeks late, it's all just going to be 20% off. So you better make 100% on it because it's going to be at 80%. So you don't want to make anything lower than that. Okay, late work is due in the late work tray. So whenever you guys have your late work, you guys are going to come right over here. This is marked first period, second, third, or first, second, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. You guys are going to put all your late work in this tray over here. So anytime you guys get late work, or it's a day late, 2 days late, a week late, you just stick in that tray. Okay, so for homework and the in-class assignments, I'm always going to ask you guys to first pull it out on your desk, and we're going to go over it, then I ask you guys to pass it forward. So you don't turn in anything in trays except the late work. So for example, if this was a late assignment, you're just going to walk in, just put it right up here at the top. And if you guys were absent, talk about absent work. If you guys were absent, whether it was a day or 2 days, you guys can come right over here to this absent work folder right over here and just look for the day. Today's Monday, the 22nd. You go ahead and look through here and you guys can find out what we did on Monday. So it's going to have a quiz folder. The quiz folder is yellow. The in-class assignment folder is blue. And the homework assignment is going to be in red. So they're all just color-coded. So what you're going to do is you just come up to this little box here. But for Monday, you missed Monday. You scroll, pick out a quiz that we went over in the yellow sheets. And then you're going to pick out your in-class assignment, which is going to be in the blue. And then your homework assignment, which is going to be in the red. When you get that done, you guys have 1 day after you come back to class to turn that in. Alright? And you're turning that in to me personally. But if you're over that day, it's going to count as late work. So therefore, again, you put it in the late work tray. Okay, absent work will be replaced every 2 weeks. So I don't think anyone will be absent more than 2 weeks, but if you are, you can talk to me personally. So there's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for week 1. There's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for week 2. Alright? So you have 2 weeks basically of just work that's just right over there. You on top of that. So, alright, weekly schedule. the top of the board so you know what's due on a weekly basis. We went over that, so let me just reiterate that. So you guys can stay on top of things. Okay, so for example, okay, today is Monday. You guys already had a quiz. It's quiz 1. It's a math quiz. We're going to do an in-class assignment here in a second, and then you guys are going to be assigning your homework. Okay, Tuesday, don't worry about Tuesday. Wednesday, you're going to have homework 1 due. So after I assign you your homework assignment for today, you guys are going to turn it in on Wednesday. All right, and then Wednesday's objective is pretty much the same. You start out with the quiz. As soon as you walk in, you have a quiz from that tray. Start working at your desk quietly. After 10 minutes, pass it forward. And we jump into a PowerPoint lecture, and then you have an in-class assignment, and you have homework 2 that is assigned. And then I ask you guys for homework 1 that's due. So it's just the same thing every single day, and you guys will get into the routine of it. So the reason for these routines and these procedures is just that chemistry is pretty in-depth, and they're changing up the way you guys are testing kind of with these tags. Even though you guys are taking the tags, it's going to be a little bit more in-depth. So I want you guys to get into routines and some good procedures, so you guys kind of, you guys get that good routine going, build some good habits, get some past tags. Okay, next. Okay, essays. You guys have an essay that's due every end of the week. Don't forget about the essays. They're not going to be hard. All it's going to be is, let me get you guys an example here. All it's going to be is just 1 page. It's not hard at all. So for example, you have 2 ways of doing it. You guys can type it out. It's going to be 12-point fonts, or 12-point size, New Times Roman font, and it's going to be 2 pages double spaced. If you guys don't have access to a computer, it's all right. I expect it to be on a piece of notebook paper. It's going to be just handwritten, put on notebook paper, no line spacing, at least 10 words per line minimum. So don't write real big. I know some of you guys write pretty big. Don't write real big. All right? This is high school. You guys are juniors and sophomores. Expect you guys to write like high school. So essay topics will be assigned on a weekly basis. So on Monday, I will tell you guys what your essay will be about. So later on today, I'm going to get into that. Okay. So also, okay, class projects. You guys will have 1 major class project due every single month. Every project is worth 5% of your semester grade. So those add up. You have about, let's see, so this semester you guys will have about 4 projects due. They're fun projects, they're really cool, so just be well aware of that. If you guys look around, you guys can actually see some of these molecules that people get back, some of these posters and these periodic tables. These are all some of the projects you guys will be doing. So that's what you guys will be doing on a monthly basis. They're always due on the last day of the month that you have before class. So for example, take a look at the calendar here. This is August. You guys don't have your project due in August, alright? So because I pretty much half a month, I want you guys time to do it. So let's say it's September. In September, if you guys are, let's say for example, you guys are 8A. So your project will be due on the 30th. So it's always going to be the last day of the month for your 8A. That's what projects are due. And you're not going to have them this August. There's going to be due in September. Okay, so tardy. You guys get marked absent if you're over 5 minutes late. If you're over 5 minutes late, you gotta go to your attendance clerk, and you guys have to talk to them about that. Get that straightened up, because I'm just gonna mark you absent. So be on time. Mr. Haley is pretty strict about you guys being tardy. They're gonna do lockouts, all that stuff. So stay on top for that. All right, things are a little bit different this year. I know last year was a little bit more relaxed, but Mr. Haley is gonna be different. All right. Okay, once again, no food, no drinks. This is a lab. I don't want you guys eating or drinking in a lab. Once again, you can have water as long as it's in a closed container. If you have food or drinks in the classroom, you gotta write your referrals. It's very important, guys. So I don't want anyone getting hurt. No chemicals mixing with food or drinks or anything like that. So don't let me catch you eating or drinking in my class. Okay, once again, be prepared. I'm going to keep on hammering this. You guys should always have a pencil and your notebook, the Science Deposit notebook. You guys can actually get this for about $1 from Dollar Tree. If you guys go to Dollar Tree, if you guys go to Albertsons, Walmart, they're cheap. They're just $1. You need this on Wednesday. We're taking a grade for this. Be sure you guys have that ready. Okay, if you come to class without your notebook and your pencil, I will take points off. Okay, trash. Dispose your trash properly. This is a science lab, so I need to have this lab clean. All right, if you guys take a look around, my room's pretty organized. It's very clean. Everything's in order. I don't want things out of order. If things are out of order, someone gets hurt. You guys are going to do some pretty heavy experiments in here. All right. Okay, there are 14 trash cans and 1 recycle bin. So if you guys feel like recycling, I don't really care about recycling, but if you do, there's some paper. There's a paper bin over there. You guys can toss your papers in there. If not, there's about 14 trash cans dispersed around the room. You guys can throw your trash in there. Okay, so no excuse, guys, for having trash laying around. I don't want to see trash. Okay, so about these tickets. We have 3 tickets. You guys should have 3 tickets. These 3 tickets are very important. Do not lose this. Don't lose this. It's very important. You guys don't get another 3 tickets. If anything, put this in your wallets, put it in your purse, put it anywhere you'd like to. It's very important you guys have these 3 tickets. These 3 tickets are class passes. So you cannot leave my class, period, unless you give me one of these tickets. Alright? Mr. Hill's very strict on this. He doesn't want to see kids in the hallways. So you cannot leave my class for any reason unless you give me one of these tickets. Use them wisely. You get 3 per 6 weeks. So if you have to use the restroom, if you want to talk to your counselor, or if you just want to hang out in the hallway for about 10 minutes, give me one of these tickets. Alright? You only get 3 per 6 weeks. Other than that, can't let you out, period. Alright? So, okay, if you got a ball game, some of you guys are in basketball, football, cheerleading, off-campus activities, FCCLA, whatever, choir. If you guys got to leave my classroom for any reason, let me know ahead of time and bring a written form from your leader or whoever the teacher is that's taking you guys out to that, or your coach. Alright? Okay, restroom. So that's pretty much covers that. Okay, also for these 3 tickets, the essays. A lot of people complain about doing the essays, so what I decided to do is basically, with these 3 tickets, if you guys have 3 of these tickets left and you don't use them, you can actually substitute this for an essay. But the first 3 weeks of school, you guys are always going to be doing essays. So just take a look at this calendar right here. So this is where, over here, so this first week of school, an essay is due. The next week of school, an essay is due, and the next week of school, the 3rd week of school, there's going to be an essay due. Now on the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th week of school, you guys are able to actually, you guys don't have to do the essay as long as you give me one of these tickets. You still have to turn in a piece of paper with this ticket stapled onto it. So, quick example. Okay, so this first week, you turn in your full-page essay. It's due. Everyone has to do it. The second week, you turn in a full-page essay. It's due. Everyone has to do it. Okay, the 3rd week, essay is still due. So turn it in. Now on the 4th week, you guys can actually take a ticket, tear off the tickets, grab a blank piece of paper, and you staple it on there, and then you turn it in. Alright? I'm going to ask you guys to pass these forward. So remember, you're not turning in anything into any trades. I'm going to ask you guys for it. It's just to help you guys get into just a routine of just doing the same thing every day. So, alright, so, okay, a little bit about my class. We have fun in my class, but also we do a lot of work. Alright, so if you guys are planning on not doing lots of work, if you guys are looking for easy passing, if you guys are looking to pass, you don't really want to take chemistry, you're just looking to pass, I would probably advise going to one of these teachers. They have pretty much 0% failure rates. My class, students do fail. Think about it. A lot of people think this class is like IPC. I don't know if you guys remember having IPC. IPC was basically, well, not IPC, but it was a beginner's chemistry class. They don't have that anymore. So a lot of people are looking for an easy chemistry class. They can just sit back and relax and make a good grade. You might want to talk or go to one of these classes over here, because if you guys aren't into chemistry or whatever, go to one of these people. So pretty hard on you guys, but it's for a good reason, and you guys are gonna have fun doing it. Alright? Okay, so let's jump into PowerPoint lecture. Okay, I want you guys to be sure you guys read this. Be sure you guys parents read this. All right. This is the class procedure. The parents need to read that. Okay, now. Okay, so just a quick little review. So far, you guys came in. You guys grabbed a quiz. from the black tray. You got your quiz, you took it, you got 10 minutes to do it, you took it, I collected it, turned it in. Alright, and I'm going to grade it and give back to you guys next class period. Next thing you guys did is you guys sat down and we did a little PowerPoint lecture. Alright? You guys don't have your notebooks or your pencils, so I can't take you off on that. But I expect you guys to have it on Wednesday. Well, you guys have your pencils, but your notebooks, you guys don't have that yet, so I can't take you off on that. Okay, we did our PowerPoints. Now we do our little in-class assignments, alright? So for the in-class assignments, what you guys are going to be doing is, you guys are going to be sitting quietly, and I'm going to ask you guys, one by one, just what your name is, and what your interests are, and what you're doing. It's a pretty easy in-class assignment, alright? So, okay. Right? Okay, what do you do? What do you do? Play football? Alright, cool. Nice. There you go. Taylor.
Brandon, I play cards.
I'm Leslie, I'm in MMA.
As a mixed martial arts?
My name's Lynn.
My name's Leah, just hang.
Brianna,
Cool. Steve, I'm in drum one.
You stand and play baseball?
really, I just hang out. I'm Jen. I play volleyball.
Reggie, I play
Lori, I dare.
I play baseball.
I'm Leslie.
Cool.
Alright, cool. So I kind of got to get to know you guys, a little bit of myself. I like playing baseball, played in high school, played basketball in high school. I like working out, like going to see movies, like hanging out with friends, and pretty much something that you guys like to do. Okay, that was our in-class assignment. Everybody gets an A for that. Alright, pretty easy stuff, right? So, I made a Larry on that. Okay, next, for you guys' homework. And we'll find the same routine every single day. Pass out you guys' homework. Take one, pass it back. And those of you guys that have a quiz still out, go ahead and pass that forward. So I can grab that. Okay, so let me just explain this right quick. Okay, this is a safety contract. Every single one of you guys needs to have this signed by you and your parents. Alright? So that means that if anything happens in this class, like you spill acid in your eye or something explodes in your face, it's not my fault, it's your fault. It's going to cover me. Alright? So, your assignment, your at-home work assignment is to get this filled out and bring it back to me on Wednesday. Be sure you guys have a home address on there. You guys may be living at 2 different places. Just put the one that you're at the most. Home phone number. Be sure, you may have a couple of different ones. Just put the one where it's easiest to reach you or your parents that you usually stay with. Okay, allergies, very important, guys. Does anybody have any allergies right now? That I can. Okay, what's allergies? All right, cool. So be sure, yeah, just so I know, kind of, be sure you get those allergies down because we're going to be working with some pretty serious chemicals, and I don't want you guys being sick or having an allergic reaction to where your heart stops or something like that. So you don't have anything for that. Okay, see what else. Any other medical concerns? If you guys get nauseous easily, there's going to be some pretty bad smelling things here and there. If you get nauseous, you'll end up throwing up. Hopefully you guys aren't too nauseous about that. Okay, so just be sure you have that. Okay, on the back, this is also part of your homework assignment. You guys will have to bring your notebook, one notebook, check it off, some new assignments. You're going to have to bring a 4-pack of black Expo markers. You guys know what Expo markers are already. Just bring a 4-pack of this. It's part of your grade. You guys are also going to bring a 500-pack sheet of white copy paper. This is for me to sometimes print out your guys' lectures so you guys don't have to take down notes. On lab days, we're mostly going to be just in the lab doing work. So instead of me doing a PowerPoint where you guys take down notes, I'll actually print that out for you onto a piece of paper. So 500-pack of white copy paper. Alright? You sure you guys have that. Okay, so going back to our little routine. Number 7 every day. You guys have the quiz, the little PowerPoint. You guys got your in-class assignment, which is y'all telling me about you. And now we did our homework review. Well, we didn't have our homework review. We're going to do that next class, and we have the new homework. Okay, cool. So, next thing I want to talk to you guys about is... Okay, if you guys look at your pillowcases, you guys have pillowcases attached to your desk. I want everyone to make sure that they have one calculator inside there, one rag inside there, one whiteboard inside there, and one marker inside there. Okay, everybody have that? Okay, I want you to pull out that one whiteboard. Go ahead and pull out the marker too. You guys, in my chemistry class, there's lots of math. So with these whiteboards, you guys are going to be practicing your math in class and, during lectures and stuff. You guys get ready for all the test questions and tests and everything else that's going to be on my test, the state test. So I want you guys to go ahead and write your name on the whiteboard. Check to see if those markers work. Go ahead and write your name on it. If the marker doesn't work, go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll come by with a brand new marker. That should work. Check. Okay. Everyone good? Okay, good. All right, cool. Go ahead and erase that. Pull out that rag. Erase it. Okay, erase that rag. Okay, I want you guys to flush your calculator. Okay, on your guys' whiteboard, we'll just do a quick little assessment on how the quizzes went. I want to ask you guys, the number that you guys put on your piece of paper, tell me how hard this quiz was. I want you guys to put that number on your board and just show it up. You guys see it. Just go ahead and show it up. Show it up. Number 10 being the hardest, 1 being the easiest. Looks like, very good. Looks like most of you guys already did some math today. Very good. Cool. Alright guys, so I'm just going to go quick through this quiz. I want to make sure everyone's on the same page before we go any further, because there's going to be lots of different math. Dimensional analysis. You guys will actually learn how to do that here in about 5 minutes. It sounds hard, but it's not. It's pretty easy. I'm going to explain it to you guys. First, let's get this out of the way. Okay, I'm going to put a quick problem here up on the board. I want you guys to tell me what the answer is. I want you guys to work this problem out on the board and tell me what the answer is. Okay? Pretty easy stuff. Okay, go ahead and work that out on your whiteboard. Be sure to show your work. Alright, tell me what the answer is. Just show it. After you get done with the answer, just go ahead and keep your board down. I'm going to ask you guys to all show it at the same time so I can check you guys out. So you got 1/2 plus 2/3 equals. And if you don't know how to do it, don't worry, I'm going to go over it with you guys. So we can get this knocked out of the way.
I can ask a question.
Yeah.
Do you have to have a common denominator?
Yes.
All right.
Good question. Very good question. Gotta have a common denominator. Okay, so be sure you guys show your work. So right now, just getting you guys used to working with whiteboards. You guys might have used it in other classes, but we're going to be using a lot of whiteboards for doing math. So every time you use your whiteboard, I want you guys to show your work, so you guys get into the habit of doing that. All right. Yeah, it's 1 more minute. All right, you guys raise your whiteboards and see what you guys got. Circle your answer. All right, good work, guys. Good work. Okay, let me just work it out. I saw a couple of you guys. You guys came close. A little too close, but let's work it out. So you have 1 over 2 plus 2 over 3. First thing you want to do is put it into something a little bit more manageable. The way I do it is I have 1 over 2 plus 2 over 3. You want to find a common denominator. What that means is, what's the smallest number that 2 and 3 can both go into? 6. Very good. 2 can go into 6. 3 can also go into 6. 3 can also go into 12, and 2 can also go into 12. But 6 is the smallest number. The smallest number that they both can go into. Okay, to make this 2 a 6, you're going to have to multiply it by what?
3.
3, very good. 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3. Cool. To make this 3 a 6, what you got to do? Multiply by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. Alright? So what you're just going to do is you multiply straight across, you get 6, and you're going to multiply it diagonally. 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 1 is 3. And you add it up together, 3 plus 4 is 7 over 6. And that's your final answer, or you guys can, of course, divide the 7 by 6, which gives you 1 and 1/6. Okay. I'm going to put another one of these up on the board. Just want to make sure that everyone got this, because you got to know how to do this in order to do dimensional analysis, all right? Most of you guys got this. Some of you guys didn't. So most of you guys can all get it this time. All right? It's real easy stuff, I know. You got to deal with it. We're going to learn dimensional analysis, so that way you guys can figure out how to do this. All right. Okay, so you have 4 over 8 plus 1/2. And tell me what that answer is. You guys get done? Just go ahead, keep the boards on your desk, and circle your answer. Be sure to show your work. All right, guys, what do you guys got? Go ahead and show it up. Good work, guys. Excellent, excellent work. Every single one of them. Good work. Very proud of you guys. Okay, cool. Very good. Okay, next. Bear with me. We're going to do another one, but it's going to be multiplication. That was pretty easy. I'm sure you guys will get that one. So, for this next problem, I want you guys to actually multiply this. So, same problem, multiply. Very good, guys. On the first one, you guys did excellent. Every single one got it right. We're just teaching you once, every single one got it right. So, go ahead and multiply the same fraction. You sure it's still show your work? I know it's annoying, but do it. Yeah. For you guys, markers isn't working, or it's starting to run out, just go ahead and raise your hand. Okay, we got it. Okay, I want you guys to go ahead and raise your whiteboards. Very good. Once you guys got it right, if you guys didn't, I'm going to teach it to you guys just to make sure you guys all get it. Okay, so you got 4 over 8 times 1/2. It's pretty simple. All you got to do is just multiply it straight across. 4 times 1 is 4. 8 times 2 is 16. You just got to reduce it. 4 becomes a 1 because 4 can go into 16 4 times. So it's 4/16, 1/4, or 0.25. So some of you guys put it into decimal. Good work. You guys are going to be doing lots of decimals. All right? So that's your final answer, or this could be your answer. 1/4 or 0.25. All right? So most of you guys got it, some of you guys didn't, but just going to put one more up on there. It's really annoying, just got to get this down. Get you guys good on this. Okay, so. Okay, the next one, I want you guys to. Okay, 2 over 10 times 4 over 8. Go ahead and tell me what the answer is. You guys can use your calculators too. Okay, I'm pretty sure every single one of y'all will get this. Just like how I taught the other one to you guys one time. You guys got it, every single one of y'all. So, you gotta get this one. Alright, so let me see what you guys got. Perfect. Excellent work, guys. Perfect. Very, very good. Every single one of y'all got it. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Next. by 7 over 4. I want you guys to tell me what the answer is. 3 over 10 divided by 7 over 4. Three over 10 divided by 7 over 4. Okay, let's see what you guys got. Lots of different answers here. Don't worry, guys. It's all right. Cool. Okay, now we're getting to the interesting part. Some of you guys, I think about 2 of you guys got it right. All right. It's real simple. It's probably one of the easiest ones to do. Okay, so you have 3 over 10 divided by 7 over 4. All you gotta do is change this to a multiplication sign, and you flip these numbers around. That's all you do. So, to the 7 over 4, you're gonna have 4 over 7. Multiply across, 3 times 4 is 12. Very good. 10 times 7 is 70. And you can reduce that. That would be 6 and 35. And that is your final answer. All right? So, let me just throw another one up on there. I'm sure every single one all together. Okay. Let's do 4 and 9 divided by 14 over 23. Tell me what the answer is. Let's use calculators. 4 over 9 divided by 14 over 23. Divided by 14 over 23. Okay, let's see what you guys got. think there's only 2 of you guys. Did you get it right? That's all right. Let me just work it out real fast. 4 over 9. You change this to a multiplication sign. Into a multiplication sign, and then you just flip this around. So it's going to be 23 over 14. You multiply straight across. So it's going to be 72. Is it 72? 92. And then 9 times 14 is 126. Very good. And then you go ahead and just reduce that, which is, what would be the next step we're reducing? 46. And then that'd be your final answer, 46 over 63. So, pretty cool. Okay, see, I want to do just another one of those just to make sure everyone gets that right, because dimensional analysis, there'll be multiplication. All right, so we'll just do one more. Just bear with me. Do one more. Okay, so 20.